Yo, I don't even know what I'm about to say. I just clicked record, so it's too late. It's late, as a matter of fact. Not that late. It's almost 12, pushing 12. And let's start off like this. Today has been one of the worst days for me in a minute since I've really started this intentionality based lifestyle where it involves these passion projects that I'm passionate about, obviously. Um, excuse me, trading being the main thing, working out, working on my mental, reading, working on my Spanish, and then content as well. So, all of these things wrapped up into what I do every single day. And today, I honestly I wasn't able to work on these things because I was needed at a 9 to 5, right? 9 to 5. Gotta do what you gotta do. They needed me based on scheduling issues and stuff like that. So for some reason today, everything just hit me. For some reason, it felt that every day, despite some days me have to be pulled. Oh my gosh! Despite some days me having to be pulled into the office to work to do the 9 to 5, it often feels that I'm not going anywhere. It often feels that despite me taking action, despite me taking structured action, despite me changing my habits in order to change my identity and mainly how I think about myself in a way that's more productive, I still feel that things are not going as projected. Feels that I'm still, while I may be still on this trajectory towards my level of success, I'm looking for a result in some sense. I'm not looking for a $5,000, $10,000 day per se, but I'm looking for something. Give me like just a sprinkle of some type of outcome, like make me like reassured that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And you hear the constant actionable or just advice pieces or gems where people tell you, action, structured action, or action based on where you want to be ultimately, and that action being revolved around the certain habits that you do every single day. It's not going there's just simply not going to be an action, and to be very reactive or have a lot of emotions revolving the outcome or what you get out of it. You become outcome oriented rather than strategy or process oriented, should I say. Although I do acknowledge that I still get those feelings. Sometimes I question, are these feelings meaningful? Should I follow them? Should I dissect them? Should I sit with them a little bit more? Or should I just kind of look at it as noise? Look at it as, from face value and continue just doing what I'm doing and just say F it. F those emotions, F what I'm feeling. It's just noise. I still have a coach that I'm still trying to, figure out how I should structure my thoughts, how I can structure it more productively to where I can take more action in life and then just blossom really without my thoughts and feelings holding me back. That they often say, you follow these certain habits and it may take 6, 7, 8 a year, whatever, 6, 7, 8 months to a year. And, as you're doing it, there's no result, no outcome, and then out of nowhere, it just hits. I kind of want that right now. I won't lie, but I do acknowledge that it doesn't work like that. I question myself every day. What the frick am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What are we trying to do? I know what I'm trying to do, but it's the fact that I look back 6 months ago although I'm doing different things, although I'm carrying different habits and different thoughts, I'm still technically in the same position. I'm at home, 23 years old now. It's like what's changed? I'm in my same hometown that I was raised in. What has changed? I have siblings younger than me that are in college now, and I'm back at home. It feels so off to me. Often I feel that, based on what society standards are for a typical 23-year-old, I should be out the house, have my own place, and basically just working, having a 9 to 5 solid, stable job, own crib, and working towards something optimally. But what I'm doing right now, something's wrong with me, in a good way. I'll put it like that. I'm so delusional. It's almost radical in a way. Let me just say this too. What I'm doing is radical in a sense. At the same time, I'm still living with my parents, but at the same time, it sounds comfortable, but it's radical due to the fact that I'm going weeks in, weeks out, making most probably 200 in a week. I'm willing to make that level of sacrifice to barely make any money in order to make this thing work. All of these things work. In order to follow my trajectory, in order to follow what I truly believe in, what I envision for myself, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I'm willing to take whatever risk. Oftentimes, I think that I'm not doing enough. Despite everything that I'm doing, despite me, oftentimes overexerting myself to the point where I start to, fall back on areas personally that I should be paying attention to, that I should prioritize. I'm so focused and so driven towards what I really want that I overlook the simple things. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm up at 12, almost 12. I told myself we're gonna create a bedtime. I'm gonna go to bed at 9, wake up at 4. And you see how easy that thing just falls off, because today was just one of those days. I didn't even want to work out today. I felt horrible coming home after work from 7 in the morning to 4 p.m. We basically we left out at 5. Coming home, as soon as I get home, intense headache, but I have a Spanish lesson. And as soon as I finish my Spanish lesson, go to work out. And as soon as I'm finished working out, I'm down here. Life is a constant revolving sense of events. I love it though. What I love the most about this is the fact that I'm actually taking risk. Where I was 6 months ago, which is one of the key differentiators between 6 months ago and now, the fact that I'm actually taking risk. I'm taking risks now. I've invested a great amount of money into myself this year, most I've ever invested into myself. Sometimes even thinking about that aspect, even though I took those risks as well, feels that I question, did it really translate to anything? Again, what am I doing? Answer is, I don't really know. That's the true answer. But I believe that all of this is going to really mean something. It already does mean something. It's just a matter of finding myself within this entire process, finding myself within this kind of phase, this stage, this period of figuring things out, this period of creating something meaningful, doing what's necessary, taking more risks, going beyond what's standard, going beyond what's ordinary, and most of all, being uncomfortable. I'm severely uncomfortable every single day, despite me living with my parents. It might sound like a comfortable, optimal situation. While I am blessed, I'm highly uncomfortable every day just due to that fact. One thing I will say is, like, I promise to myself that I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to give myself the opportunity to find what I really want, my true desires. You know, we all said we have these certain desires, but are they really your desires? Are they just, desires for the moment? Are they temporary desires? Are they superficial desires? Are they desires derived from influences? Are they desires from your parents, family? Are they your true desires? I say this to say, I'm gonna leave y'all with this real quick. Once this man chills, I'll leave y'all with this. Don't ruin the opportunity for yourself. Don't step on your own foot trying to go with the flow, trying to fit in, trying to be like everybody else. I say this and kind of feel like a hypocrite because in certain ways I do this. I do tend to stay within my comfort zone. I do tend to avoid conversations. I do tend to, not follow along with my Spanish lessons every single day, or listen to Spanish or speak Spanish every single day. I still have my flaws. I still have my tendencies of staying ordinary or wanting to be ordinary in some instances, but that's one thing I will say. It's like, don't get in the way of don't get in the way of the opportunity. The best thing to do is find yourself through it. Don't worry about having it all right now. I often want to have it all right now, but you're going to find yourself, and you're going to find areas. You're going to find one of the most important things is, like, yes, finding yourself within it, but you're going to find processes, you're going to find flaws, you're going to find strengths within that entire process, which once you identify those areas, that's what's really going to accelerate the whole entire process, right? In the beginning, you're not going to see those things, but as you're going about it, as you're elevating yourself, as you're gaining skills, as you become more knowledgeable, you'll see these certain things. And once you address them properly, that's when, like I said, things will accelerate. That's when you start to prioritize certain actions rather than action in general. Because of course, at first, the best course of action is to take action. But that action becomes more specified, becomes more structured, becomes more intentional in a sense. Because you know exactly what you need to do. And you know what to put off for another time, or what to delegate, or what to potentially even drop off completely. I say this all to inspire you to find opportunities, take advantage of those opportunities, and never not be radical, never not be different, never not be you.